guys, it's Rachel, and today I thought that I would do a little tutorial on how to cover up some breakouts. I almost said breakups. So my skin is not very good lately. I'm breaking out all over. It's probably stress related. So I thought that this would be a good time to do a little tutorial on how I cover up my pimples. So hope you guys find this helpful. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I do is I take a green concealer. It's kind of old, but it's Maybelline Cover Stick Correction Concealer. I think that's what it says. I'm not sure. But it's green. It's a green concealer. And then I have a little bag here with my stuff. And then I'm just going to take a little, it's like a little e.l.f. I think it's an eyeliner brush, but I'm going to use that to put the concealer on. So first thing that I'll do, and I have a little mirror that I'm going to use for this, so is I'm just going to take some of the green concealer and I'm just going to start putting that on my spots. Ow. These ones are sore, but okay. So now that at least most of them are sufficiently covered, give this little guy too. Like I said, my skin's been really bad lately. Sorry, there's a piece of plastic on the floor. Yeah, and it's also just this side, which is not the side I sleep on, so I guess just from stress of school, I finished a semester and then immediately started summer classes after, so I guess the stress of that has just been getting to me. I don't know. So now I'm gonna take a little beauty blender and just kind of dab it on the spots so that they're less like neon green, I guess. Just kind of blending it out. Okay. So you can probably see a little bit of like a faint green color, some of the spots, but they're a lot less red now. My face is still a disaster, but that's another story. So now what I'm gonna do is take my foundation. If you're not gonna wear foundation for the day, then you can just skip this and go straight to the concealer, but if you are wearing foundation, you want to do your foundation first, because if you do the concealer first and then you put on your foundation, you're just gonna like lift up what you put down for the concealer. So the foundation that I'll be using today is MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Focus. Okay, I don't think it's ever gonna focus. And it's in the shade NC10. Because I am pale. live on a busy road, and you can always hear people outside. It's always cars, always people talking. Okay, so I didn't do like the absolute best foundation application because I don't really feel like I need to. I'm probably just gonna wash it off after. So alright, so now that I've got my foundation on, this is what it looks like. So you can still see a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit here, but it looks a lot better than it did. So now, what I'm gonna do is take my concealer. This is Maybelline Master Conceal. Camera doesn't focus on anything, but that's fine, you know. Maybe, nope. Alright, anyways, Maybelline Master Conceal. Oh, my beauty blender looks so weird. And now I'm going to just take the concealer, and I'm going to use the same little brush from before. I'm just going to take a little of the concealer, and I'm going to basically do what I would normally do with concealer. So any spots that aren't completely gone, just gonna take the concealer and do another little coat. So anyways, just gonna take the concealer and put it on any spots. That I still have. You can probably tell I'm using a lot less concealer than like I probably normally would if I was just trying to cover the spots with just regular old concealer. Then I'm just gonna do under my eyes. This is not normally how I would apply it under my eyes, but again, this isn't really a full-on face makeup tutorial. This is just covering those pimples, so I just don't want to look completely dead. So there. Alright, so now we're just going to blend that all out. A little bit less dead. Okay. And now I'm not going to use the beauty blender, but I'm going to use my finger and just gently dab the concealer into any of those spots. And then if there's still any spots that are really visible, like this one's still a little bit visible, and this one, I mean, you can go over it again with a little bit more concealer, but at some point, you know, there's only so much you can do, so. Okay. So now the last thing that I'm gonna do is put some powder on. Now I don't know where my normal face powder is. So I have this eyeshadow, Smashbox, in the shade Vanilla. And I mean, for me, because I'm so fair, it works pretty much like a normal face powder would. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and kind of go over the pimples, just kind of set all that. Oh, there's thunder. This will kind of make sure that your foundation and concealer doesn't rub off throughout the day. Keeps those pimples hidden, I guess. So yeah, so that's my little tutorial on how to cover pimples. I just want to make a note that you should not cover your pimples all the time. You want to let them breathe. If you just continue to constantly put makeup on them, they're just gonna get worse. They're never gonna go away. So definitely let them breathe when you can, but you know, pimples are, you don't want to look at pimples. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with having them, but I don't like mine. So, you know, sometimes you want to cover them and that's totally fine, but just remember to let them breathe every so often. So yeah, that's the final thing. As you can probably see, they're a lot less noticeable than they were, especially on my forehead. I just have a bunch of, I've also got freckles, so like sometimes these things blend in a little bit, but it's a lot less red and noticeable. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you want to see more videos, feel free to subscribe down below, not in the middle. I don't know what I'm doing. And if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Bye!